person-centered therapy, which is given by Carl Roger, and the concept is unique perception. Every individual has a unique perception. The rational, our behavior is governed by rational, trustworthy nature of human being. Basically, human trust each other. That is the natural tendency. Self-actualization, the tendency of human being to reach to the goal of self-actualization means understanding oneself and then progressing in such a way that one person can satisfy own needs as well as needs of others. Self-concept, we have understood the meaning of self-concept last time. There are three components of self-concept we have discussed. One is self-image, the second is ideal self, and third is self-worth. So self-image and self-worth together is also called as self-esteem. Then ideal self is a different concept, and there is one more concept called as real self. It is also called as perceived self. There is another word used somewhere, that is actual self. So real self, perceived self, actual self, same. So real self versus ideal self. There is a gap between real self and ideal self. Ideal self means what we want to become, and real self means what we are now. What is our own perception of ourselves. सिंपली एक बहुत मोटा आदमी है और वो पतला होना चाहता है. सो हिज आइडियल सेल्फ इज द डेस्टिनेशन. He wants to be thin and beautiful. His real self is, or his perceived self is, he is heavyweight and he looks not ugly, but at least he is not looking smart. So that is a perceived self. So the gap between perceived self and real self has to be bridged down. Gap को reduce करना है. There is concept of congruency in our study. When the gap is very high, both self are incongruent to each other, and when the gap is narrow, the self are considered as congruent to each other. So the concept of incongruence of self and congruence of self is also important. Question may come on that. Then we have seen positive regard. Positive regard is a concept. Again, it is natural. See, most of the Roger's concept, Roger believed that it naturally comes to our mind. And as a human being, we have to use it. Then condition of worth. It is as much as self-worth. Then Roger has explained us how personality develops right from the infancy stage until childhood. Roger has accepted one part of childhood, that is, there are some information stored in the brain which is relevant and important, which is stored in childhood, and that part of unconscious is accepted, that part of subconscious is accepted by Roger. Otherwise, his total focus is on the conscious mind. What is the difference between Freud's theory or theory, Beck's theory of cognitive impairment, or Ellis' theory of rational emotive behavior therapy, What is the difference between Rogers personal center therapy and other therapy? The other therapist believes in repairing subconscious and unconscious mind, whereas Rogers believe in developing conscious mind. He says that only you develop a conscious mind, and then at the end you will find that the human being is fit to sustain in the society. That is the belief of the Roger. Whereas others, and both the beliefs are correct. No belief is wrong, because 20%, 15 to 20% of people are suffering due to conscious and due to unconscious and subconscious mind, whereas 80% people are governed by their conscious mind. But many times among these 80% of the people, the subconscious and unconscious also play a role for time being, and that is why both theories are important. Now, as a counselor, you have to decide which theory you will use while doing the counseling, and that depends on how you interact with your client. Then therapeutic process of counseling, in which we have seen concept of REBT and CBT. CBT concept, it is only repairing of behavior, that is cognitive behavior therapy, and REBT concept, the repairing of faulty belief, the repairing of attitude of a person. So whenever